Have you ever noticed how time seems to move faster as we age, how our bodies change in subtle ways, and things that once felt simple now feel different? For many men over 60, even something as familiar as self-pleasure can quietly shift, bringing frustration or disconnection. You're not alone and you're not doing anything wrong. In today's video, we'll gently explore the common mistakes older men make without realizing it. Stay with me. One insight near the end might truly surprise you. As the years go by, it's only natural to stick with what once brought comfort and routine. But sometimes, those same habits that served us well in our younger days may no longer support our well-being. In fact, they can quietly start doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to how we care for ourselves in private. Understanding this shift is part of embracing senior wellness with compassion and awareness. And if something doesn't feel quite right, don't hesitate to check in with your doctor. That gentle shift in how things feel might leave you wondering if you're alone, but you're not. In this video, we'll take a thoughtful look at 7 common mistakes many men over 60 make when it comes to self-pleasure. More importantly, we'll explore simple ways to adjust those habits with care and understanding. No judgment, just honest insights to help you feel more connected, more aware, and more in tune with yourself at this meaningful stage of life. It's easy to carry old beliefs with us, especially ones that once sounded wise. One of the most common is the idea that holding back ejaculation boosts energy or masculinity. While that notion may seem empowering, it can actually lead to tension, discomfort, and disconnection. As we grow older, honoring the body's natural rhythm becomes even more important. Letting go of outdated myths can be a quiet but powerful step toward deeper, senior wellness and self-respect. Over time, certain ideas can take root, especially when they promise strength or renewed vitality. Many older men have come to believe that avoiding ejaculation might increase testosterone or boost their overall energy. It's a belief that sounds appealing on the surface, and it's often repeated in books or online discussions. But holding on to this idea without truly understanding how the body works today can sometimes lead to more harm than good. As our bodies change, so does the way we need to care for them, with gentleness, not outdated pressure. But as we take a closer look, the truth reveals a different story. Avoiding release for too long can sometimes create more tension than benefit. Some men may experience discomfort in the pelvic area, trouble sleeping, or even a buildup of stress they can't quite explain. What once seemed like a sign of control might actually be working against the body's natural flow. Listening to those quiet signals is part of caring for yourself, with the wisdom and kindness that come with age. When approached with care, self-pleasure can actually support your overall well-being. For many men, it becomes a gentle way to help the body regulate hormones, ease tension, and even sleep more soundly at night. It's not about performance or pressure. It's about tuning in to what helps you feel calm, centered, and grounded. In this stage of life, small acts of self-awareness can bring quiet but meaningful benefits to both your mood and your peace of mind. With time, our perspective on many things begins to shift, and that includes how we care for ourselves. Self-pleasure, when viewed through a more compassionate lens, becomes less about habit and more about self-care. It's a quiet way to reconnect with your body, to listen, and to offer yourself comfort without judgment. Like a walk in nature or a deep breath before sleep, it's one more way to show up for yourself with kindness and respect. As the years go on, it's natural to fall into patterns that feel safe and familiar. But when it comes to self-pleasure, always using the same grip or motion can quietly reduce sensitivity over time. The body gets used to repetition, and what once brought satisfaction may start to feel dull or routine. Gently inviting change, even in small ways, can help renew that connection and bring back a sense of discovery. Over time, even the most comforting routines can start to work against us without realizing it. Using the same pressure and technique again and again may feel natural, but it can slowly cause the body to grow less responsive. What once felt pleasurable might begin to feel muted or distant. The nervous system adapts, and when there's no variation, sensation can fade. Gently shifting your approach can help awaken what's gone quiet, bringing back a sense of connection and presence you may have missed. And as that physical response fades, something deeper often follows. You may notice a drop in interest, or find it harder to reach the same level of satisfaction. What once felt emotionally grounding might now seem distant or disconnected. It's not that anything is wrong, it's simply that the mind and body need variety to stay fully engaged. Rekindling that connection doesn't require drastic change, just a gentle openness to exploring what might feel good in new and thoughtful ways. Sometimes, just a small shift can make a meaningful difference. Changing the hand you use, adjusting the pressure, slowing the rhythm, or gently introducing the comfort-focused tool can help reawaken your senses. It's not about doing something wild or unfamiliar. It's about giving your body a chance to feel something new. These little changes invite curiosity back into the experience and can help you reconnect in a way that feels natural, respectful, and quietly rewarding. Just like keeping your muscles strong with new exercises, your sense of touch and pleasure can also benefit from gentle variety. When we challenge our bodies in thoughtful ways, we often discover new energy and awareness. The same holds true here by shifting your approach, even slightly. You invite your nervous system to stay engaged and responsive. It's a quiet reminder that staying curious and open can keep your experiences feeling fresh, alive, and deeply connected to who you are now. Over the years, certain habits become second nature, especially the urge to rush. Many men learn to be quick out of privacy or necessity, and that pace can carry into later life without question. But moving too fast often turns the moment into something mechanical, missing the deeper comfort and connection it once offered. Slowing down can gently open the door to something more meaningful. It's interesting how habits from younger years can quietly follow us into later life. Back then, being quick often felt necessary out of privacy, urgency, or just habit. But over time, that same pattern can turn something once personal into a routine that feels mechanical, even emotionally distant. What used to offer comfort may now feel rushed, missing the sense of presence and warmth it once held. And when we move too quickly, the body doesn't always get the chance to fully respond. Without time to build arousal slowly and naturally, much of the physical and emotional depth can be missed. What could have been a rich, grounding experience may instead feel flat or unfulfilling. Giving yourself space to ease in gently allows sensation to unfold in a way that feels more complete and meaningful. Maybe what's needed isn't more effort, but a gentler approach, taking a few deep breaths, slowing your movements, and allowing yourself to truly feel each moment can shift everything. A soft touch, a steady rhythm, and the choice to be fully present can turn something routine into something nourishing. It's not about dragging things out, it's about savoring, letting your body and mind reconnect in a calm, meaningful way that honors where you are now. And in that slower rhythm, something meaningful begins to return. When you give yourself time, real time, to be present, the experience becomes more than just physical. It becomes a way to reconnect with your emotions, your breath, your sense of self. What once felt rushed or routine can start to feel whole again, filled with awareness and quiet satisfaction. Slowing down isn't about doing less, it's about feeling more, letting the moment unfold in a way that truly supports your well-being and peace of mind. Over time, it's easy to focus only on what seems most obvious. Many men, often without realizing it, limit touch to just one area, missing the richness their whole body can offer. When attention stays only on the genitals, other sources of comfort and sensation are quietly overlooked. Expanding your focus can gently open the door to deeper connection and fuller experience. Sometimes, we forget just how much of the body is capable of feeling. Areas like the chest, thighs, neck, and lower abdomen often go unnoticed, yet they hold incredible potential for comfort and connection. When we limit touch to only one place, we miss out on the gentle signals these other regions can offer. Exploring them with care can bring back sensations that feel both new and deeply familiar, enriching the entire experience. And when we begin to include more of the body, something shifts. Gentle attention to different areas doesn't just awaken new sensations, it also deepens the emotional connection to the moment. Full body touch can bring a sense of wholeness, of being more fully present with yourself. It's not just physical, it's a quiet way to feel more grounded, more alive, and more in tune with your own rhythm and needs. Sometimes, the smallest gestures open the biggest doors. A light touch, a shift in temperature, or a gentle massage may seem simple, but they can invite a deeper sense of presence and pleasure. These aren't luxuries reserved for special moments. They're quiet ways to reconnect with yourself, to listen more closely to what your body enjoys. When approached with care, they become more than physical. They become gateways to a fuller, more satisfying experience rooted in awareness and self-respect. And the more we honor the whole body, the more the experience begins to unfold in richer ways. When every part of you is treated with care, not just one area, it creates space for something deeper to emerge. It's a quiet kind of respect, one that says every sensation matters. Every part of you still belongs. In that space, pleasure can feel more complete, less about habit, more about connection. It's not indulgence. It's listening to yourself with warmth and intention. As our bodies change, the little things can start to matter more than we realize. One common oversight is skipping lubrication, often out of habit, or the feeling that it isn't necessary. But without it, what should feel soothing can become uncomfortable. Adding just a bit of support in this way can bring ease, comfort, and a renewed sense of connection to the experience. With age, The body naturally shifts, skin becomes drier, and sensitivity may soften over time. Yet despite these changes, many men continue without using any lubrication, simply because they've never needed it before. It's easy to overlook, but this small detail can quietly affect comfort and sensation. A gentle adjustment here can make the experience feel smoother, more pleasant, and better suited to where you are now. And when lubrication is missing, the experience can quietly shift in ways that aren't always pleasant. Increased friction can lead to discomfort, irritation, or even tiny skin abrasions that reduce sensitivity over time. What was meant to be soothing might feel rough or distracting instead. A simple layer of support can ease that strain, allowing for a gentler, more enjoyable connection that truly respects your body's changing needs. And when you choose the right kind of lubrication, the difference can be quietly powerful. It can enhance sensation, ease any discomfort, and make movement feel smoother and more natural. For those with joint stiffness or less hand strength, it also makes the experience easier to manage. It's not about changing everything, it's about adding a simple layer of comfort that supports both ease and enjoyment in a way that feels just right for you. And when you choose the right kind of lubrication, the difference can be quietly powerful. It can enhance sensation, ease any discomfort, and make movement feel smoother and more natural. For those with joint stiffness or less hand strength, it also makes the experience easier to manage. It's not about changing everything, it's about adding a simple layer of comfort that supports both ease and enjoyment in a way that feels just right for you. And maybe it helps to think of lubrication the same way we think of reading glasses or supportive shoes. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a simple tool that makes life more comfortable as our bodies change. Just like we adjust to see more clearly or move with ease, using the right support during private moments is a thoughtful form of self-care. It's about honoring where you are now, with grace and practicality, and choosing comfort without apology. Some feelings stay with us longer than we expect. For many older men, shame or guilt around self-pleasure traces back to early messages, ones that said it was something to hide or feel bad about. Even now, those quiet echoes can linger, but carrying that emotional weight can quietly take away from the comfort and connection this time is meant to offer. Letting go of judgment, it begins with kindness toward yourself. It's remarkable how early beliefs can quietly shape how we feel. Even decades later, many men grew up in times when self-pleasure was surrounded by silence, shame, or disapproval. Those old messages heard in childhood or reinforced by culture can leave a lasting impression. So even now, as adults with wisdom and experience, it's not uncommon to feel a sense of hesitation or discomfort. But those feelings aren't a reflection of who you are. They're echoes from the past, not truths about your worth today. Even when we know, deep down, that something is natural and healthy, old feelings can still creep in. You might fully understand that self-pleasure is a normal part of life, especially as we age, but still feel a quiet sense of guilt or the urge to keep it hidden. These emotions don't mean you've done anything wrong. They're just reminders of beliefs you may have carried for years, even if they no longer reflect how you see yourself today. And over time, those lingering emotions can quietly create distance from comfort, from confidence, and even from your own sense of self. When guilt or shame enters the picture, it becomes harder to feel truly present or emotionally connected. What should be a peaceful, personal moment may instead feel uneasy or incomplete. Rebuilding that connection begins not with fixing, but with gentle acceptance and self-compassion. But something powerful happens when you begin to see self-pleasure not as a secret, but as an act of self-respect. When approached with care and intention, it becomes a quiet way to honor your body and your well-being. That shift in perspective can bring back a sense of calm, confidence, and emotional ease. It's not about proving anything. It's about being present with yourself in a way that feels grounded, natural, and deeply human. As our bodies change, our needs often do too, but we don't always adjust with them. Many older men quietly skip over tools designed to make things more comfortable, simply out of habit or not knowing what's available. Yet overlooking these supports can mean missing out on ease, confidence, and even greater satisfaction. Sometimes, a little help is not just useful, it's empowering. These days, there are more thoughtful tools than ever specially made with older adults in mind. From gentle designs to easier handling, many are crafted to support comfort and changing needs. And yet, they're often overlooked, not because they don't help, but because they're unfamiliar or simply never mentioned. Exploring what's available isn't about replacing what you know, it's about giving yourself more options to feel good in ways that truly fit where you are now. Sometimes, the hesitation isn't about the tool itself, it's about how it makes us feel. Pride, uncertainty, or simply a lack of clear information can keep many men from trying something new. Maybe it feels unnecessary, or maybe there's a quiet discomfort with stepping outside of what's familiar. But these gentle tools aren't about changing who you are. They're about supporting you in ways that reflect the season of life you're in, offering ease, not challenge, comfort, not complexity. And the beauty of today's options is how simple and thoughtful they've become. Soft silicone sleeves, gentle massagers, and other comfort-focused tools can enhance sensation while easing the strain on your hands and joints. These aren't flashy gadgets. They're quiet helpers that make the experience smoother and more enjoyable. When your body feels supported, it's easier to relax, let go, and simply be present in the moment. And it's important to remember, these tools aren't meant to replace your touch or your connection with yourself. They're simply smart supports, much like reading glasses or a walking cane. We don't see those as signs of weakness. We see them as practical ways to stay comfortable and independent. In the same spirit, using a well-designed aid for self-pleasure is just another way to honor your body's needs with care. It's not about doing more. It's about feeling better in a way that suits you now. As the years pass, the most meaningful changes often begin in the way we see ourselves. Shifting from habit to awareness can gently transform how we experience even the most familiar parts of life. It's not just about going through the motions, it's about showing up with intention. This quiet shift in mindset invites deeper connection, not only with your body, but with who you are now, in this chapter that still holds so much possibility. And with that new mindset, even a familiar routine can begin to feel different. What once felt automatic or rushed can become something more intentional, an experience rooted in care rather than habit. When you approach these moments with presence and self-compassion, they turn into quiet acts of kindness toward yourself. It's not just about the action, it's about the meaning behind it, choosing to treat your body and spirit with gentle attention and respect. And slowly, the focus shifts from just technique to true connection, from quiet shame to quiet respect. It's no longer about getting it right or following a routine. It becomes about being present, listening to your body, and honoring yourself with care. That simple change in perspective can make all the difference. And from this gentler place, something deeper begins to unfold. Pleasure is no longer just a physical response. It becomes a way to reconnect with your spirit, your emotions, and your sense of self. It's about feeling whole, not just in the body, but in the heart. As you rediscover what brings comfort and joy, you may find a quiet kind of healing along the way. That's the beauty of senior wellness. It honors both the physical and emotional sides of well-being. And if something doesn't feel quite right, speaking with your doctor can offer added clarity and support. As we grow older, life invites us to slow down, reflect, and care for ourselves in new and more meaningful ways. Today's video wasn't about changing who you are. It was about gently opening the door to greater awareness, comfort, and connection with yourself. These small shifts in perspective aren't just about routine. They're about honoring your journey and embracing who you've become, with tenderness and respect. You are not alone in these experiences. Many men carry silent questions, quiet doubts, and long-held beliefs that deserve a second look. And it's never too late to rediscover joy, confidence, or even a deeper sense of peace on your own terms, in your own time. That's the heart of senior wellness, supporting not just your body, but your spirit, with care and intention. So if something in today's message spoke to you, even just a little, I hope it reminded you that your needs still matter. Your comfort, your curiosity, your well-being, they all have a place in this season of life. And if you're unsure where to begin, or what feels right for you, talking with a trusted doctor may bring the clarity and support you need. If you're still watching and found value in this conversation, I'd love to know. Just leave a 0 or 1 in the comments below, so I can see you're here. Until next time, take care of yourself not out of habit, but out of kindness. You've earned that kind of care.